Well, we're here in Dover Plains and talking to Grandpa here for Mary Elizabeth. And Mary Elizabeth wants to know, what is your favorite fruit?
What's my favorite fruit? Uh, Blueberries.
Blueberries. Now, do you like the fresh blueberries or you like blueberry pie? How would you have your blueberries?
The fresh.
Fresh, but would you just eat them regular or you put some whipped cream on them? What would you do with them?
I would make pancakes
Oh, pancakes.
and put the blueberries in the batter and have blueberry pancakes.
Wow, that's good. Now, what about blueberry jam? Blueberry, preserves, that kind of thing. You like that or no?
I like figs, fig jam.
Oh, well, I'm not sure I ever had that.
Yeah, very good.
And what about prune Danish? You like prune Danish?
No,
No? Okay.
I like cheese Danish.
Cheese Danish, okay. When you were a boy growing up, what was your favorite game playing? Did you ever
Handball.
handball?
Yeah, with Uncle Al.
And were you pretty good?
Oh yeah, we were both good, very good.
And but what about throwing baseballs? Were you good throwing a baseball?
Well, no, we had a corner. Uh, uh, Men were living in Astoria, and there was a lot uh, across from the. So we used to play baseball there.
Now, Mary Elizabeth wants to know what was your favorite subject that you had going to school when you were growing up?
I think it was history.
History.
Yeah.
And was there any particular type of history that you liked, whether the United States or Europe, or what was your favorite history?
I would say United States. Yeah.
Any New York State history that you took, or was it
No.
primarily U.S.?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Mary Elizabeth would like to know, who was your favorite president,
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
and why was that?
Because he knew when the Japanese bombed Hawaii, and that was World War II. He was a good president.
Hmm.
You know.
Now, when you look at the world today, are there, outside of the United States, are there any particular world leaders that you like outside of the United States?
That I like. Probably probably the Vatican, you know.
Okay. Do you trust China?
No.
No. Do you trust Germany? Merkel out there in Germany?
Well, they're borderline.
Yeah. How about Japan? What do you think about Japan?
I don't trust them.
You don't trust them. How about Australia?
Well, it's so far. The thing of Australia is their lamb.
Oh,
They export a lot of lamb to the United States. We import that.
that's pretty good.
And I'd rather have USA lamb
Hmm.
than New Zealand or Australia lamb. But they ship a lot of lamb to the United States. New Zealand and Australia ship a lot of lamb to this country.
Do you know that there is a Joe Quattrocchi who I met, and he's from Sydney, Australia. I didn't, I met him online. And I've always wanted to go to Australia. Hopefully one day I will, to visit,
Yeah.
But do you know, back in the 1950s, Jack Benny actually made a special trip to Australia, and performed there for about 2 weeks. And they loved him in Australia. And I think that Australia has had a pretty close relationship with the United States.
Yeah,
I think.
But the history of Australia, we're telling like 100 years ago, all the criminals a lot of the judges used to send these criminals to Australia.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, big time.
Wow. Did not know that.
Yeah.
What did you think of normalizing relationships with Cuba?
No, I don't trust them.
No.
No.
And finally, in terms of geography, of course, this is all coming from Mary Elizabeth. Mary Elizabeth wants to know all of this.
Yeah.
Canada. What do you think about Canada?
Well, Canada is good, but they're dependent on USA for trade and for workforce. So Canada is very dependent on the United States. Yeah.
Now, what kind of advice would you have for Mary Elizabeth as she's growing up and maybe thinking about what she would like to do in her life? What's the best kind of advice that you could give to her?
Well, she likes to art. I think she should be an artist.
Do you think she should enroll in class in school or, art, maybe get some formalized artistic training?
Yeah, that'll be very good.
And what about swimming? Do you think she should belong to a swim club or something like that?
Yeah, she would be a good swimmer.
Yeah. Now, was Phyllis a swimmer?
I don't think so.
No? Yeah. And what kind of advice would you give to Michael Mitchell?
Michael Mitchell? Have a good job at the Coast Guard and get promoted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe butter up his brother-in-law?
Who?
Michael should butter up his brother-in-law? Or no?
No.
No. Finally, my last bad question, of course, this is from Mary Elizabeth. What do you think of the state of Louisiana?
It's involved in a lot of decisions. The senators and the people in Congress that come from Louisiana are very diligent, and they accomplish a lot of promotions, and they're very good in the government.
Mm-hmm. And my second final question, if you could eat anything right now, what kind of meal would you be eating right now?
Calamari.
Calamari with what?
With the sauce and...
what kind of pasta?
Fettuccine.
Fettuccine?
Yeah,
Fettuccine.
fettuccine, yeah.
Yeah, you like the thick pasta.
Thick, yeah.
Yeah. And when's the last time you made brajol?
I don't remember.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
How would you feel about making brajol with Phyllis and Mary Elizabeth?
Well, I have to get round steak
Yeah,
with no gristle on it, and you pound it.
right.
So the round steak is very, uh, you know,
You're tenderizing it. Yeah.
thin, thin.
Thin, right.
And then you're able to put all the ingredients on it. So it's a good meal.
Salami.
You put salami, provolone, whole pepper, fried onions,
A full egg, hard-boiled egg.
yeah, cut up of,
Does it matter hard salami, Genoa salami? Does it matter?
well, I like the Genoa salami,
Yeah.
yeah,
And anything else?
no.
How long do you stick it in the pot of sauce?
Oh, sometimes 2 or 3 hours.
2 or 3 hours. Wow. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Okay, Mary Elizabeth.